so happy you're here. Hi, what's up, T? Triplet. My mom was like, oh, I gotta meet my new daughter. I'm sorry if the sound is doing what it's been doing these last couple of weeks. I do have a new phone. Uh, well, I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm gonna order a new phone. Hopefully that works. Or I should just get microphones that I can use to do my lives. That's also an option. Don't. So, happy Wednesday. I am mommy, listen, my mama, she is the busiest retired person I know. First of all, y'all want to see something real ghetto? Remember, I don't know if yesterday if you were in class, but I mentioned that my nail was feeling funny. Yo, this thing fell off in my sleep. So now I'm holding it together for dear life because guess what I didn't do? I didn't have any nail glue in my house. T says, FYI, I ordered one more thing on Amazon. It's only sending one, but it's only sending one item right now. Oh, thank you, T. So, okay. So guess what, guys? I was supposed to be going to Miami for my birthday, but as of yesterday, we found out that several of the people that were supposed to be coming with us are not coming. So I just sent BFF a message. I don't even know if he saw it yet. I just sent him a message because I was like, well, if we're gonna cancel Miami, and since we were going that far down anyway, we might as well continue on and go somewhere else. If you know what I'm saying. And if that's the case, then I can pack a separate suitcase and bring a lot of the items with me when I go myself. I could bring them down myself. So I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't know if he's like able, if he wants to do that. What's up, Derek? How you doing? How you doing? Derek, what are you allergic to? I was looking at your post. I be on your page now. You be posting your posts. What are you allergic to? Because you know what? I think we're cousins. Because I got mad allergies too. I got mad allergies. Thank you, Anthony's. Anthony said, hey, Coach Lambs, I'm listening and back working. I feel you, baby. Sometimes I be doing that. I be doing that a lot. Sometimes I can't even comment because there's a lot going on at work. But I'll have somebody like playing in the background. I got a lot of allergies. I wonder what you're allergic to. Because I saw you was like in the hospital or at urgent care or something, and you was like allergic reaction, and I was like, I've been there. My allergic reaction, the worst one that I get. What's up, RoboCop? Derek says, I was born and raised with very light allergies, but after that happened, I got retested and now I have airborne allergies. Thank you, Wait a minute. Is RoboCop who I think it is? Somebody that I named RoboCop? There's someone I named RoboCop back in the day. I wonder if that's him or if this is just someone just new to the channel. What's up, Supreme Team? What's up, Supreme? How you doing? Oh, welcome, Robo. You come in bearing gifts. I like that. You like one of the wise men. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Welcome to Coach's Committee. I don't even really say that like that all the time. Because you know what, guys? Like, we individuals over here. Like, we ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Kamar? How are you? Welcome to the live. What's up, Kenny? Get different glasses. I don't think red suits you very well. Well, that's fine, Kenny. I don't really care what you think, but I appreciate your response. I appreciate you connecting and, being here. Derek says one of the wise men was a dope metaphor. Oh, thank you, Derek, for recognizing my dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Look at me just making a mess, child. Trying to put on a new band-aid because the other one I had on wasn't working. This is really ghetto. I want to get my nails done tonight. What's up, Precious. Hey, Precious. Welcome to the live. What's up, y'all? What's up? I want to talk about a few things. First thing I want to talk about is, you know how, like, sometimes people put a lot of emphasis on friendships and people being loyal to them and whatnot. I want y'all to save yourself a lot of heartache. You at work? What do you do, Precious? Where do you work? You don't have to tell me exactly where you work, but like you can give me like an idea. Because like what I normally say is I work in administration. I can't give like specifics on what I do, but you can kind of figure it out based on what I be talking about sometimes. But I'm not gonna come out and say it, and I'm not going to confirm nor deny. What's up, Glenn? I'm gonna save y'all a lot of heartache. Let me tell you something. When you do something for someone else, all right, if you're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart, then don't bother. Don't do it. What's up, Azimuth? Hey, love, what's your social security number? Get a pen. Get a pen. Let me tell you what it is. Get a pen. You got a pen? You ready? Hello. That's a perfect one. That's a good one, Supreme. Wait, I'm gonna read what he said in a minute. You got a pen? What's your name? AZ, whatever. You ready? My social security, blah, blah. My social security number is. You ready? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. You ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you guys know? This is a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but I did test it with all of my friends, and it kind of confirmed. They have marked us all of the Negroid derivatives. Your middle social security number is no, it's an even number. What is your don't you don't have to type it in the chat, but is all my black people, is your middle social security number an even number? And then if there are any of my white counterparts in the building, we all won here, but I'm just curious. Oh no, yours is well, Supreme. Oh no, YouTube Pro. Okay. Because you know I was gonna say Supreme. No, it's not everybody then. It's not everybody. It would have to be every single person. It's not. So it's not true because Precious said no. Somebody else, Contagious, said no. What's up, Contagious? Where the heck is my girl at? I haven't seen her in a month of Sundays. That sounds like real Southern, like I'm in this from like I'm from the South, and I ain't from nobody's South. A month of Sundays. Ooh, we have 14 likes. All right, Liz. All right, Liz. I wonder what are you a social worker? You said, hi, coach. I have a client. I just wanted to come and show some love and drop a like. Thank you so much, Liz. Mexicans have a 69 in the middle of their social. Are we block controls? We letting some people ride. If they go too crazy, then we gonna block them. But right now, I don't see anybody saying nothing too crazy. I don't mix the spaghetti. No, I don't. Wait, let me get back up to what you said earlier. Supreme said you work. Wait, you work as a cultural appropriation teacher for white people. He is absolutely right. He is absolutely right. But I refuse. I refuse. Do you guys? Did you guys watch Awkward Black Girl by Issa Rae? It used to be. It's probably still on YouTube. It was a YouTube series. So what she did, like prior to getting Insecure on HBO, she had a YouTube series, and she did a whole production. Her, of course, and her team did a whole production. She wrote it, and it was right here on YouTube. It probably still is on YouTube if you ever want to check it out. But in that series, She was like she did a lot of stuff about like being the black girl in an office and dealing with that. And dealing with that. And she talked a lot about being the one that they come to when they have a question about some hood slang, or they want an opinion about certain things. And she does the same. She did the same thing I be doing. I play dumb. I be like, I've never heard that in my life. I have no idea. AZ, no, you good, AZ. Welcome to the live. Don't trust Whitey. Everyone, you need chapstick bad. First of all, you're right. My lips are dry, but I do not use chapstick. Okay, let me show you what I use. Let me school you real good, youngin. Let me school you. Come on, because I was just eating, so my lips. You right. I'm not even going. I can't. I can't knock you if you're right. What's up, Jay? Well, you see this? You can't really tell by the thing, because this lets you know that I'll be using this for real. Vaseline. Look, watch this. Mm-hmm. You take some of that there, put it on the back of your thigh there. Rub it up. Uh-huh. See that? Vaseline. Let me learn you something real quick, little knuckle. We don't put no chapstick. What's up, Tom? How you doing? How you doing, Tom? How you doing? So yeah. So like I was saying in the beginning, what's up, JD? You'll save yourself a lot of heartache if you do stuff for people and you don't expect anything in return. Only do what you're willing, or only give what you're willing to let go. Don't expect just because you were nice to somebody that they're gonna be nice to you. Don't expect just because when you was there for somebody when they was down and out that they're gonna be there for you. It's not the way it goes. Thank you so much. Don't trust Whitey. Whitey. Supreme said, "You preaching, and I don't even believe in women." Yo, Supreme is crazy, yo. But it's so true. It will save you a lot of heartache because niggas ain't shit. And guys, my mouth is gonna be a little loose today. I don't know. I woke up in the spirit of violence, so I may swear a little bit. If you don't like swearing, just Supreme said, "I park getting loaded." Getting loaded. Oh no, Diddy. So peace to everybody I didn't speak to. I ain't talking to no trolls and anybody I don't like. You already know what you can do. Faith, hey boo. Faith, check your DM. I love the way Supreme is so animated. It is so hilarious. When he starts talking, he starts screaming, and his damn internet is glitching, and he's screaming and shit. That is so funny. I have to turn you off when I'm in the office, and not because like I have you on my headphones, but I be literally like belly hurting laughing. Like you be cracking me up, like OMG. You be like, oh, these motherfuckers. Like you start cursing, and you start. Oh, that lady belly was sticking out. She about to have that baby any day now. Y'all can't see, it's on that side. When y'all go into a room, let me ask you a question. When you go into a room, I should do this as a poll question. Let me open my computer, child. Lord Jesus. What's up, Blackberry? You came back. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, speaking of, I'm gonna put this as a poll question, so I'm not gonna ask it out loud. But let me ask y'all a question though. And I've been talking about this thing since I watched it. I can't stop. Won't stop. Oh, Supreme lighten it up. Thank you, Supreme. Ooh, ooh. Thank you so much. And guys, please disregard the clothes this week. You again, all black all week. I have a lot of black clothes. Please understand, I'm not wearing the same thing every day. If you notice, if you go back and watch my live yesterday, my turtleneck was different. Okay, so please don't think I'm wearing the same shit every day. Okay, but I'm gonna be wearing all black because I don't feel like it. I got mad black clothes. What about y'all? K Money, what's goody? Look, Supreme said, I'll be throwing bags of chains. Nah, send me dollar bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it rain. Make it clap and make it rain. You heard? Faith, thank you so much, my boo-boo. Yo, Faith is my girl. Yo, when I watch Faith videos, I was watching it at work today, but I like to watch them when I'm laid up in my bed. Cause Faith is like, I sent this in her message, or did I send it to you? Indeed, one of them. I can't remember where I sent it, but I was like, yo, Faith's videos are like a hot cup of cocoa on a cold day when you just want to curl up in bed and watch. So that's like what I like to do, but I didn't get a chance. No, it's no pause, Supreme. Like Faith's videos are aren't they so cozy and nice and well put together? Like she's so cute. My girl Faith. And you got me wanting to go to LA just to damn eat like you. Ooh. Nah, but a flight to LA might cost more than a flight to Jamaica. If y'all wasn't here in the very beginning, I'm sorry if I'm not reading all the chats. I apologize, guys. This is gonna be one of those lives where I'm running my mouth, okay? What's up, Herbie? Let me say hi. Let me be nice. Calm down. It's not about you. It's about the chat, right? Miss T with the T. We still like, I know that our schedules are very different, but I really want to connect with you. I want to do a sit down chit chat. It's gonna happen. I'm very persistent because I did an interview this past Sunday and it took me months to get that scheduled. So I'm coming. We're gonna get that video. We're gonna get that interview done. Blackberry said, well, it doesn't matter. I keep saying interview. I don't do interviews. It's more like a little chit chat. Blackberry said, well, it doesn't matter if you wear all black, yellow, green, or pink. You're gorgeous regardless. Okay, thank you. I'm just letting it be known because people be shady and hating. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't really care, but just, just to get that out there. Supreme said, Faith, all the women like you. What the hell? You got their inner bye coming out. Why are you jealous, Supreme? Why are you jealous? Don't be jealous. Herbie said, what is your opinion about black people, ma'am? What do you mean? What's about what? What about black people? I think black people are the blueprint. I think black people are the epitome of excellence and perseverance. I think black is gorgeous. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The darker the flesh, then the deeper the roots. I think black is the anti-colonizer. What? What else? Black is the rhythm. Black is. Black is. That's what I think. What do you think? Hi, Rise and Inspire. Oh, I like that. Rise and Inspire. Ask the question already. Damn. Welcome to my live where it goes from over here to under there to around and back around. And now I don't forgot what I was going to put in the poll. It doesn't matter. Don't get me started. Hi, Tiff. How you doing, boo? How you doing? Yes, Miss T. Please, I want to holler at you, girl. Ask the MF question already. You over here rambling. What the F? All right, Rise and Inspire. But your name sounds so positive, but you're very angry. Oh my goodness. It's chill. Sit back and relax. Ivan West said, why are you on YouTube right now? Hi, Ivan, first of all. I'm on YouTube because I feel like being on YouTube because I hit live and I'm now live. That's why. Okay. Jay, my girl, says, I have a lot of black clothes too, LOLs. I'm not behind it. Wait, I'm not behind in the chat. I'm just doing something. Wanted to still say what I was doing. Girl, I'm behind in the chat. So, it's no holds barred over here. Just do what you want. Jay said black is. Ivan said you literally got 8 people on here. Thank you, Ivan, for counting my the amount of people that are in here. What you'll find out about me is I don't care if there's one person in here. I will engage with said one person. Okay? Okay. Are you okay, Ivan? I'm coming to my room. I'm coming back for you. Okay, come back for me, baby. Hello, Pam. How are you? What's up, JC? Working and lurking. I like that, JC. Working and lurking. Ah, my guy Derek. He's, that's, when I tell you. Oh, Ivan got hidden. Jose said, "How do we get to heaven? Listen, it's through the legs and up." No, ooh, ooh. Okay, Rising. I thought you was mad at me, Rising Inspire, because you was like, "Say the damn question." But now you got my back. Leave her alone, you bitch. She can do a live if she wants. Huh. Sam said no live, no workout live today. Yes, tonight at 7 o'clock. Be there or be square. Yeah, he was getting on my. He's stupid. Mo the bro, Mo the bro. I like that, Mo. Mo said, "What do you do on this channel?" You probably gone, Mo, because I'm a little behind on the chat. Thank you, Supreme. Oh, Supreme, you could come every day. You are welcome. You bringing money and everything. You dropping me some change and everything. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Jose, have you watched the movie South Park? Bigger, longer, uncut. I think that's the name of it. Bigger, longer, uncut. That's so South Park, right? So there was a section in the movie where I can't remember what kid, but he was asking Chef where the clitoris was, right? And I think Chef commented and said, if you find the clitoris, you find heaven or you find God or something like that. Something along them lines. So there you go. All right. Woo. Oh, so Mo, what do I do on this channel? I do what you see right now. I do lives. I have vlogs that I do. I also do live workouts. So, you know what I'm saying? Come through. JC said, my sound went out. Be right back. Uh-oh. Did everybody's sound go out? I know it's like a little static. I understand that because I think it's my microphone that's acting up. Ivan was trying to let us know that they remember how to count and wanted to show out. Shout out to you, Ivan. Shout, Ivan, child. Okay. Yeah, you remember Jose, right? You remember that? Yes, you can come every day. You feel me? Child. Oh. Jose said, "Is that true? Have you found the clitoris, Jose?" How old are you, Jose? How was the world created then? Um, I don't know. I really don't, baby. Pressure said, tap the live. Yes, tap it, baby. Supreme said, Coach, I didn't comment, but I seen one of your workout lives. You had 100 people in the chat, literally. Yes, there were. I think that was the other day. Some days the chat is crazy. Other days, not so much. But every day we working out. You feel me? And I appreciate anybody that shows up. I know some people don't really comment because either they're working out or they just don't feel like saying hi to all them people. I get it, child. Pam said, "LOL, I remember that South Park episode. It was the movie. It was the movie, and they had what were the Canadians called? What were the Canadians called? I've seen this movie a trillion times. I've seen this movie a trillion times, and I cannot remember the damn two Canadians' name. Philip, something in Philip. What were their names? Somebody help me. Anyway, it'll come to me. It was me not. Oh, my Bluetooth connected to that happens to me all the time, and I'm like, what the hell happened? It's my Bluetooth. Derek said, "You watch South Park, Pam?" Yes, we feel you, Coach. I don't know what I said. Someone told me that following Jesus is the only way to heaven. Is that true? Jose, I'm not a Terrence and Philip. Thank you, Supreme. Jeez Louise. What's up, the weight of me? How are you? Welcome to the live. Welcome back. I love to see my peoples coming through and stopping by, coming back, meeting me on these lunch lives and returning another day. I think that's how I met Derek. What's up, Draco? Draco said, "Can you ride my face?" Do you floss, Draco? Do you floss? Hi, Sab and Tony. You got to answer that first, Draco. Do you floss? I'm glad we met too, Derek. I'm glad we met too, because you are so fire. Like, and when are you gonna start goddamn your channel and stop playing? Like, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? You cool people. Where T at? T. T. Derek is cool people. She gonna come out the bushes like, leave me alone. We can get you. You want subscribers? That ain't nothing but a word. Just say the word, Derek. You gonna have 50 in a second. Sab and Tony, I saw you watch my video. I appreciate you, girl. What up, elevated chills? You know what I'm saying? Derek, she gonna get on your nerves until you start that chill. Speaking of getting on people's nerves, elevated. Listen, when you going live again, and when you go live, can you please schedule it in advance and make sure that you put it on your community tab so that I have the more of a chance to see it? Because you went live the other day and you did some kind of roasting session and I missed it. Like, I didn't even know you were doing it. Like, what is that about? And then I see it afterwards and I see that Supreme was up there talking shit. And then Jay was there for a little bit. And then you had BDBGP. I think that's how you say his channel. I was like, what the hell? That's right, Derek. Stream once a month. I feel you till you good. As long as you're here, baby, and you can listen to what I'm saying. Derek is cool people. You know, in my regular day-to-day life, I like to hook people up. Damn, you was cussing everybody out yesterday. Damn it. I hate when I miss that. Because Supreme, you are unhinged. And you start screaming. It's even better when you shaving, because then you turn your camera off and you be like, I'll be crying. I'll be crying, yo. You be and then when you in the dump truck, yeah, you in that truck, and you be like, these motherfuckers, and then the thing is shit. Oh my, Supreme, you are mad funny. Like, do you understand? Like, you are hilarious. And the best thing you could ever do is just be funny. Like, just turn your camera on and be funny. Justin says, stand up. All right, hold on, Justin. Hold on. No, I'm not. No, I'm not on damn display. What was that woman's name? During the turn of the century, the last century, right? Like, it was either during slavery or right after. There was a black woman that had a very voluptuous body, and they put her on display. What was her name? What was her name? Susan, Sharon. It wasn't Sharon. Sharon is too. Do y'all remember? Oh my God, Pam. That was so. I watch that every once in a while when I want to laugh. That episode. I watch that episode every once in a while. No, not Madam C.J. Walker. Not Madam C.J. Walker, but there was a woman. They used to put her on display, and like she was she had an exaggerated body, right? Large boobs, big old butt, and all of that. And they put her up on this pedestal, but not in admiration, kind of in like to embarrass her and ridicule. I am not your whoever, whatever. I'm looking her name up. You ain't gonna have me turning around so you can look at my ass and my titties. Oh, that's why I'm covered them up. You can't see nothing. Pam says, "Ooh, wait, hold on. Y'all chatting in the chat. Wait, hold on. 37. You have. Ooh, let me find out. Ooh. Sorry, I'm amping it. I'm sorry. Let me Ooh, wait, hold on. I got Instagram of the same name. Look, he said I got pics and shorts all on my channel. Ooh, he letting you know. You can see what I look like, boo. What's up? I'm still How tall are you, Derek? How tall are you? How you said you're 37. How tall are you? That will make a big difference. That matters to women, by the way, guys. Sorry. All right. Pam said, I read this in my head, but I'm going to read it out loud. I'm still laughing at the South Park movie about Ozempic. They exaggerated, of course, but as a person on the GLP-1 for 2.5 years, I had to laugh. It was a funny behind episode, like, and it went off the rails. That like Cartman is gold. Like that kid is, I mean, that character is hilarious. That whole episode, and then with them saying Lizzo, like the way that they write and their comedy is so um brilliant. Kind of like how Dave Chappelle does. Like his comedy style, I think it's really brilliant, especially when he did the Dave Chappelle show. And one of my favorite skits that he ever did was the blind Ku Klux Klan member that was black. Oh my God, that was like so ingenious. Okay, now let's find out who this girl was, this woman. Slave, I'm gonna put slave woman body on display. Maybe I'm sorry to say it like that, but I don't know how else. Sarah Bartman. It was Sarah. Did I say Susan? I said Susan. Her name was Sarah Bartman. Did you guys ever hear of Sarah Bartman? Sarah Bartman had a typical black woman's body, but like her ass was like a shelf. You know what I'm saying? And who does look like to you? When y'all be like, "Oh, stand up, turn around." Who does look like? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna objectify. Hallelujah. Me or mine. See, that's her right there. And they put her on display. Okay. To objectify her. And at freak shows. She was at a freak show. 2 centuries ago, Sarah Bartman died after years spent in European freak shows. So when y'all be like, stand up, turn around, that's what you make me feel like. Like I'm a freak show. I'm not. Her brain, skeleton, and sexual organs remained on display in a Paris museum until 1974. Guys, look this up if you don't know about this. If you do know already, then you'd understand. But this is what they do. There's a history of objectifying the black woman's body, putting it on display, sexualizing us when we didn't ask to be sexualized. We're wearing turtlenecks. Anyway, just a little black history for you. Let me go down. I know I'm way behind. My granddaughter was born July 31st this year. You got a we heard about you. Talking about you got a granddaughter at 37, you got grandkids. What you was doing early on in life? Yes, I know. Francisco, how are you? I thought we were friends and we stopped talking about feet. We went there. T said, "Coach, you crazy." What did I say? Who knows? Am I way behind on this chat? Elevator said, "That's the what's up, BD? I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you. I can't remember what I said. It wasn't bad. It was like good, but I don't remember what exactly. But anyway, congratulations on your nomination. I just saw that on your channel. Congratulations on that. That's dope. And I really like that that channel does that. If you guys don't know, BD was just recently nominated for some award. I'm sure he'll put it in the chat. I can't remember all the details. It's a channel that I just started following based on his nomination. And it's so cool that they thought of an idea on how to get traction to their channel, how to get people invested. They have an award show that they do every year where they like highlight some of the best channels. And I think they actually give them an award. And then you have to like participate by voting for them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. If you got energy to do all of that, that's a good idea. What's up, Spark? Elevator said that's the OG BBS. Yep, Sarah Bartman. Sarah Bartman. Yes, I was talking about that because you know how people come into your chat and they like do a 360, stand up, turn around. I am not Sarah Bartman. You will not Sarah Bartman me in the name of Jesus. Amen. It's serious. And what happened to her, even after her death, they continued to objectify her. They kept her sexual organs on display, her skeletal remains, and her brain. So she couldn't even rest in one piece. She was resting in pieces. So even in death, they were objectifying her. That's very tragic. They said Beyonce was going to planning to film and star in a movie about her. Well, Beyonce, you gonna have to put a shelf on that. I know somebody in the chat that could be in the role. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. Your boyfriend told you about her. Yeah, it's serious. Are those real pics or sketches? Well, Pam, those are sketches, but I don't know if there are actual photos. Let's look and see if we can find actual like, because that's a sketch. But let's see if we can find like I'm not sure. I don't know. 2 century. Okay, don't kill me. But thank you, the weight of me for the flower. Thank you so much. I don't kill me, y'all. But we're I don't want to sound like Portia Williams when she was talking about the Underground Railroad. Where were the train tracks? I don't want to sound like that dumb. But were there cameras then when she was on display? I don't know. Because or is this a real? This might be a real picture here. Is that a real picture, or is that no? That's a sketch. Is this her? This might be a real picture. Wait, y'all can't even see that, child. Who knew? You never know what you're gonna get when you come over here. You're gonna get a history lesson. You go. We're gonna start talking about God knows what. Okay. All right. So I think this is her actual body, like not an illustration. I think that's a picture of her. When I tell you we are what did I say? Black people are the what? The blueprint. Do you understand? Because what does her body look exactly like? A BBL. That's crazy. What's up, Grant Campbell? Ooh, I'm not even gonna say nothing. All I'm saying is I like how some people is having a conversation in the chat. You feel me? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I seen her before. Yeah, exactly. You had a baby. You had a baby young. Yeah, he had a baby young, but you know what I mean? How old are your children then? Ooh, how old are your children? What's up, Frank Jones? How you doing? What's up, Grant? I understand. You are a coconut. What's KW at Quinn? Queen? You are a coconut. Are you trying to say that I come from West Indian heritage? Are you calling those the people that were taken from the west coast of Africa and slave ships and dropped off on islands? You're calling them coconuts? Is that what you're doing? Because I was just wondering. Hmm. Spark said, when my dude showed me her, I was like, wow. Yes, on what happened to her. And she's probably not the only one. It's very sad. Like, it's very sad what had like the stories and what really happened during slavery in America and in the Caribbean. It's very sad. And when you really think about it and you start to like dive into certain stories and hearing like the human experience of it, kind of like you see how this latest documentary on Diddy, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever seen or read the story, the the three pig story, right? But there is like a reverse. There's a a different point of view book. I forgot what that one is called. Let me Google that. Um, it's a story of the three little pigs, but from the wolf's perspective. Because we are getting the story from the pig's perspective about the wolf. So now this story is about the three pigs, but from the wolf's perspective. What is that? Let me the three little pigs from the wolf's purse. There we are. What's the name of the book? Oh, it's called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Have y'all ever read that? Anybody? TT, my daughter Genesis was born September 28th, 2005. She had her daughter Heaven this year, July 31st. I was born August 16th, 1988. Oh, he giving you his whole breakdown. You heard me? He like, listen, this is what it is, boo. What up? That's what I wanted to know, but I think there were, because I think that was a real picture. Oh, so I'm not dumb. Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, I know. You know what I'm talking about, Anthony's? You know what I'm talking about? The blueprint. Coach throwing shade. But you remember that, guys? Do y'all watch the Atlanta Housewives? When Portia was like, oh, where's the railroad tracks? How is the train gonna fit through here? She thought the Underground Railroad was actually a railroad. In Jesus' name, amen. Hmm. T, be nice. Derek, you could have simply said 20, not give date of birth. But he wanted to give you all the info. You know what I mean? You do too much. Oh, see, she's saying you do too much, Derek. Dial it back, brother. Dial it back. It's fine. It just was a little annoying. Like I'm lying. I have pics of me all on my page. That's all T. I don't want any issue. Ooh, I don't. He said that's all T. I don't want any issue. What's up, Bry? I'm. You know, when I try to read these names, I be looking mad illiterate. Bruh. I'm sorry, guys. If I say your name incorrectly, it is not a slight. Sir, I just asked a question. I'm not going on your page or no one else's IG. It's not my thing. Okay, it's not her thing. Aw, she's not into meeting people online. I get that. One of my friends did meet her. Well, it's her ex husband now, so maybe I shouldn't share that story, huh? I bet a lot of people think there were railroad tracks too. I guess so. Because I never in my like when I learned about the Underground Railroad when I was like a kid, I got that it was like a metaphor. I knew it wasn't an from when I was a child, but not everyone thinks like that, right? So I guess you would think that there was some kind of but I'm like, because whatever. I guess sometimes people would think that, right? I guess so. I got a I got an on-camera meeting. I'm gonna go on silent. Okay, Anthony's. Thank you for being here still. Bala, what's up? You was here yesterday. I just survived. I just arrived, beautiful woman in the world. What's up? How you doing? What's today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. What you got going on today, Bala? Bala, I was just sharing about the Three Little Pigs and how there's a story about the wolf's perspective, which is called The Real Story of the Three Little Pigs. So I was taking that and just kind of putting it in the frame of mind as the Diddy documentary that we've all been. Well, I don't know if everybody's been all up in it, but heck, is that Allison? Allison! My cousin Allison is in the chat. Everybody say hi to Allison right now. Say what up, AB? Oh, T said, "There's nothing wrong with meeting people online. I don't get along with people that over explain themselves. After a while, it gets annoying." Yeah. What's up, Sean? How are you? And I let them know they are doing too much. Yes. You know what? And you know what? To be honest with you, when people do that, it is very annoying. It's very draining. We love you too, gorgeous. How you doing today? Oh Lord, why you want to do this to me, Portia? Can you please say good morning to Ani? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. But hello. Grant said hi to Allison. She said she loves you all. Too much. I would move on faster than lightning. Yes. You gotta, so in other words, T's love language is easy breezy. Like just be yourself. Don't be asking too many damn questions or trying to be over impressive. Cause you know what, to be honest with you, when people do that, it kind of sends up a red flag. Because again, relating it to the Diddy documentary, what we saw from him is his emotions were very performative, right? Like when he was so called, while he was so called, uh, grieving Biggie, and he was all over these interviews talking about, oh, he was my best friend. Oh my God. It was all performative, and like he's talking with this, like he's acting as though he was grieving when in reality he orchestrated the whole thing. He may not have pulled the trigger, allegedly, right? But that's like you set the trap and then said, all right, Mouse, go that way. You set the trap over here, and then you like, I think you should go this way. Okay. No. Yes, no negative energy. Please, please. Sometimes people just, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I don't want it to be any negative vibes. And please, like I was kind of just joking, but I'm not gonna keep joking about that. Right, AB, exactly. You knew what was happening. You knew that they were the threats. He had already a pre-planned trip to London. To London, where he would have been just fine and safe because ain't nobody got time for all of that. Right? And you made him stay in LA where it was extremely dangerous and made him go outside to a party and then you all leave in your caravan of vehicles. That was so orchestrated. Because you know what I think deep down, and this is just my opinion. I'm no fat person. I'm in the media, or I'm not a journalist. I'm just saying. My opinion of it is just thinking about his tendency to get like really fixated on someone. I feel like he was really fixated on Suge Knight and Death Row. And after Tupac passed, it made Tupac bigger. Like he got even bigger than he was before. Lord forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. And he saw that. He saw that death made Tupac immortal. You see where I'm going with this? So he's like, huh, I want to, because he wants to, his goal is always to be the biggest, to be the best. He doesn't want to be an afterthought. He wants to be the best. So him seeing that what happened to Tupac caused Tupac start to rise even larger. He wanted the same thing on Bad Boy. You're not gonna one up me, Suge. Doesn't that sound sick when you say it out loud? But when you think about it and you put all of the pieces together, I don't know. I don't know. And it just seems as though he orchestrated it. And on top of that, Biggie had just signed this. He was the only artist that was able to finagle a real deal out of Diddy. Right. Well, no, Diddy had just orchestrated a new deal with, we don't know the terms of that deal, but he had orchestrated a new deal with Bad Boy. But maybe the deal was made because Biggie was shopping other deals and he was getting ready to leave. So it was either you gotta give me a real deal, or I'm gonna go where they are gonna give me a real deal, right? And you're gonna lose Biggie? Absolutely not. So that motherfucker had signed that deal with Biggie, already had the plan in his head, like, oh wow, look how big Tupac, look how much albums he sold, look what's going on once he's not here no more. And he was like, okay, you want to leave? You gonna leave if you catch my drift. And when I think about that, and even talking about it, it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. You are so evil to be, and then dancing around on that stage months after. Was it even months or days after the man passed away? Talking about every step you take, you don't care. And his mother was in the audience. Woo! You gonna burn? When I say fire after that, oh my God! Like, lot of mercy. Wait, let's see. Diddy MTV Video Music Awards 97. Let's see what date of show. Let's see. When was the show? Because Biggie died March, was it March 9th? Okay, so the awards were on September 4th. So that was some months later. She didn't want to perform. Faith did not want to perform. Faith was very much mourning. She really loved Biggie. Like, they were really married. It wasn't a joke. They had a baby. And now, granted, Diddy was all over the place sleeping with everybody in the universe, but they were actually they were actually together. Yes, she did. And that's a Jamaican woman. That mama took that 10 million when he passed and she turned it into 160 million. That is exactly what she did. And he probably got it in that deal, but did he agree to that deal because he already knew what his plan was? And that gives me the chills to my soul. He already knew what the plan was. So okay, sure. He signed the deal because that way he could soften Biggie up, pause a little bit, right? Now you got him. Now you got him like, okay, well, I'm gonna go along because we're gonna promote this album like crazy because my deal about to go crazy. I'm about to really be able to buy my daughter get some money so I can feed my daughter. Like, that shit breaks my heart because Biggie is my absolute favorite artist, like favorite rapper, absolute, absolute. Tupac. I love Tupac too, and all of that. But Biggie Smalls is the reason why I even started listening to rap. I didn't listen to rap like that before Biggie. I would hear songs here and there, but listening to an entire album, Biggie Smalls, and it's just very sad. It's just very sad what happened to him, and what happened to Tupac, because this guy was responsible allegedly for that too. And then still to this day talking about, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do like like, are you okay? I don't, he's not okay. You know what I really think? Just watching the documentary and like observing the behavior and how he films himself all the time. I think in his own mind, he is literally living in a movie and he's the main character. And everyone around him are his supporting cast, and you have to do what he wants you to do because he's in this movie. That's why he has cameras everywhere and he's always filming. It's like he's living in this fantasy world. Right? Because like, why on God's green earth would you film that type of very damning um uh footage? Why would you have that type of footage of you talking to your lawyers talking about, y'all better get me out of this, pretty much, and then calling people and doing very illegal things? You're not supposed to call people that are potential witnesses, and he called her on camera asking her to make a statement. What? You can't do that. And you're filming this. You're filming, but that lets you know the level of delusion this man. I really think he thinks in his head he's living in this fantasy, and then when he has to like really meet people, uh, you saw that scene too. If you saw the documentary, if you didn't, it's a must watch, because I've seen other Diddy documentaries and I was like, yeah, 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 I know all this shit. But this one, the way they told the story was like captivating. It was like, oh my, it's like a psychological thriller. Hi, Micah. Have you just joined? Because you say that every time you come here. I remember you because every time you come, you'd be like, hi, I just joined. I just sent $2,000. I just joined. I sent $2,000. I just joined. Okay, we get it. Um, what was I saying? Oh, Diddy. I don't know exactly what I was saying, child. He made me mess up. He made me lose my brain. What? Yeah, psychological thriller. Right, right. 50? And people trying to come for him and say, "Oh, he's letting black people." Are you joking that he's airing out another black man? Are you? Is this a joke? Are you? Is this a joke? What do you mean he's airing out another black man? This man is not a black man. He is no representation of a black man. What about all the black men that Diddy did wrong over the years? What about Black Rob? What about Tupac Shakur? What about Biggie Smalls? What about Loon? What about Shine? What about Mace? What about those black men? Huh? We concerned about, is that Ivan? Hi, Ivan. We're concerned about 50 Cent allegedly uh what's the word I just said? I forgot. But like, we're saying that, right? But what about all the black men that Diddy did wrong, and the countless ones that we don't know about, and the ones that were even in the documentary that aren't famous? That the one that had the 25% of Bad Boy, and he took it back with a baseball bat. The other dude that he worked with him for 2 years, and he got paid 20. Well, he didn't even get the 29,000, but he got offered $29,000 for 2 years worth of a Grammy nominated album, and he was supposed to get $250,000, which to me it still isn't enough. But he was supposed to get $250,000. He got offered 29,000. That's the type of thing. That's who we should be protecting. Absolutely not. And not to mention all of the countless young, and I'm not even going into the people from making of the band and how he ruined all of them. But we're supposed to protect him. 50 did that. Like, and he's the only one that was brave enough to actually do it and not give a hell what none of y'all gotta say. And not give a hell what none of y'all gotta say. And he sat on this because it's so well done. It's so well done. They even got footage from, they have unseen footage, because I already knew about the stampede and I knew about all of that stuff that happened. Um with the city college stampede. I was in New York, and I was very much so reading the papers back then, so I knew all about it. Like, I read all of it, but there was that footage, like, when they were in the on the court, and there were like bodies around, and Diddy was walking through the bodies in his white. I was like, "Whoo!" I got chills. I was like, "This guy is the damn devil spawn. Look at him. He's like the son of Satan." Thank you, T. Yes, the stampede. There was that stampede, and those 9 people were killed. I remember. I remember all of it. And it's so interesting, like eerie interesting. It's so interesting how he went from that tragedy. That tragedy propelled him into a higher level of fame. Then in 1999, how many years later is that? Is it 6? Huh? Wait. What year was 1999? What year was the blood clot? What year was the stampede? Was it 93 or 92? If it was 93, I'm gonna faint right now. Because isn't that 6 years? And then there was another tragedy, 666. You did demon. Every time something violent or crazy happens with his dirty self attached to it, his stardom explodes. So the next time he was at the shooting, can I say shooting? The pew pew, when he was at that club with J Lo. People were injured. I'm not sure if anyone passed, but were scarred for the rest of their lives. That woman that was pow powed or poo pooed or whatever in her face. Then after that, the next situation, what happened next? Biggie. He was right next to Biggie, and then Biggie passed. That propelled him. How many years later was that? No, that was in 97. No, the Biggie shooting was first. 97 was first. So is that 6 years later? But then it's not 6 years after the shooting. The shooting was 99. Oh, all right, so it's not 666. But it still is. That man is the devil. You understand? Because Biggie passed in 97. I remember turning on the radio, turning on Hot 97, and it was like when I turned it on, it was just, you could just hear that hum of the radio, like hum. And I was like, what's going on? Like, why is it so quiet? What happened? And then Ed Lover said, if you're just tuning in, we just want to report that the notorious B.I.G. was shot dead in L.A. I got weak. I was like, what? Oh my God. Oh my. That was the first time I felt like that when a celebrity passed. I guess the connection too, because his mom was Jamaican. I think that plays a part too. And I'm always rooting for the Jamaican people. You know, it's just so sad, man. Like, and I wish he never met Diddy. I wish he never met him. And he got on with somebody else. Even if he didn't, man, it just sucks. Like, it really sucks. Anyway, sorry guys. Sabatoni said, if you're talking about 50 snitching, then you agree with what Diddy did, right? That means you uphold slackness. Exactly. And I mean disgusting slack. When Aubrey O'Day was speaking, and she said that someone from one of the lawsuits mentioned that they saw her being SA'd by him, and she was completely unconscious, and this woman has no recollection of this. Like, what kind of sick beast demon are you? Like, I'm sorry, I cannot uh support that. And I don't care what 50 has done, or if 50 has something, whatever, 50-50. People are like, well, he got his own skeleton. If you think about it, everybody in this world has skeletons. And if we start nitpicking on certain skeletons versus those skeletons, everybody has done something dark, or not even, maybe not dark, but something. Everybody has something they would rather not let the world know that they did. They made a mistake. They did something, right? In a moment of weakness or whatever. But, and I'm not excusing 50's behavior. Please understand. But with that, right? There's a difference between that, like having something in your closet or some skeleton, and having the graveyard in your closet. The graveyard. You have the old Ross clock graveyard. Okay? So while 50 may not be a pristine person, but it's gonna take, it's to fight evil, you gotta be evil, right? So so he met his match. Diddy met his match years ago. And I think he kind of knew from when he met 50 years ago, because he didn't want to sign him. 50 had sat down at Bad Boy and was, because he was shopping for a record deal, and he didn't get signed by Diddy. Um, because 50 came with his, you know what I'm saying? He came with his security. I'll call it that. And Diddy was like, there was only one crazy person in this house. He was like, you gotta go. Diddy was like, I don't like that. I don't like people that will stand up for themselves here. We don't want that. And the same thing with the Locks. The Locks showed Diddy up too. Like and Mace. You know what Mace did? Wait, are y'all still here? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Do you know what Mace did? Mace. Let me come close here. And this is, y'all gotta go watch the Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, I remember when he invited him to go shop. 50 was like, what? He was highly offended by that. Because that's another way for Diddy to manipulate you. He takes you shopping, and then next thing you know, you're somewhere else with him. The next thing you know, you're waking up with a sore booty. And I'm not even against, like, if you are, if 50, if not 50, if Diddy is gay, good. But it's not even about being gay. Like, some people bring it to that and say, oh, he's gay. It's beyond that. It's not just gay. It's, you're not living in your truth, one. And two, you're abusing and R-wording people. That's something else. Like, don't correlate that with sexuality. That is something else. That's a mental illness. Right. There you go, cuz it's not about being gay. Because, like, when people say that, I think that's so dismissive. That's not it. It's not, his sexuality has nothing to do with it. It's his actions and what he does, because he does it to both men and women. Right? So it's not about that. But let me tell y'all what Mace did. Mace, because Diddy didn't want to sign him out of his deal. So Mace took his behind. Diddy was on a promotional tour with his new group. And if y'all notice, another thing that I noticed is Diddy latches himself on to talent. He don't got no, he's never been solo. But even his album that he came out with was called what? Puff Daddy and the Family, right? So the new group he came out with was Dirty Money. Two girls that can actually sing, and he latches himself onto them, and they're a group. Okay. So they were on a promotional tour at a radio station. So set the scene. They're at a radio station, okay? They're on the air. Mace comes in with his own camera crew. He found some girl that was vlogging at the time, back in, this is 2008. So she was on the cusp. She was on the cutting edge back then. And he walks in with the girl, and with the contract, like severing ties, getting his masters back with Diddy, and he presents it to him on air. You have got to go find that footage, yo. When you see Diddy's face, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. When you see Diddy's face, You could tell he was pissed, but he has to keep his composure, right? Because the cameras are there. You're on the air. It was perfect. Like it was so hilarious. Mace was like his a thorn in his side because Mace was not complying. Mace quit after his second album. Wait, let me see if I can pull it up. Y'all gotta see this. Hold on. Let me see. See, I wish I could do this all day and just talk to y'all and like go live and just chit chat about stuff. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Cause I got like, what I found out like doing my YouTube journey? What I found out during my YouTube journey is I just have this wealth of knowledge. I don't like all of this, like celebrity history, Black American history, like slave history, like all this stuff. I just know, and I have no idea how. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. You gotta see this. Hold on. And there's people I watch on YouTube that do this, what I'm doing right now, but they'll have their live set up on their computer and they pull it up and share their screen. And man, we could be here all day doing this. It's fun. What's up, Spark? I think you're a little behind in the chat. Let me see. Mace confronts Diddy at radio. Ha! All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Wait, let me make it bigger. I don't know how much of this I could show like in a row, but let me go to the part where Mace comes in. Cause wait, hold on, I gotta go back. It's mad funny, like they on the air. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's start. Here's Diddy, and if you notice, he always got glasses on. Wait, can I turn it up? Y'all can't really hear, can you? So that's Mace outside right before. All right, so that's Mace. He was outside, and you see Diddy was on the radio, right? Okay, now let's fast forward a little. I'm sorry, I can't turn it real loud for some reason. What? I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. People are starting to find out where I'm is. Okay, so they're saying, okay, we about to bust in. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me rewind a little bit. Okay, look. Watch Diddy's face. Look at Diddy's face. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. Wait, he's like this. And then you gotta like, I'm sorry guys, I'm not really able to. Then you gotta see the whole thing. When y'all get a chance, you got to watch that. Miss DIY, hey, how you doing? You gotta watch this. Like their faces, and then it's so crazy because those two girls, Dawn and I don't know the other girl's name, they actually could sing and they were like talented. And but at the same time, and this is, the industry is very colorist. Out of that group, the Danity Kane group, they were the two darkest. So a part of me thinks that Diddy kind of targeted them because when you're in the industry, I would only imagine that as a dark skinned girl, you hear it all the time or you see it all the time. The light skinned girl is preferenced or the white girl is preferenced. and your beauty isn't. So for them to be chosen by him, right? Because he knew what he was doing, because they would be more willing to comply, because they were chosen out of everybody from the group, and he wants to be in a group with us. Meanwhile, he's robbing you blind. You have all the talent, but you ain't making none of the money. So much so that, fast forward, the other girl in the group, I don't know her name, Kalita or something like that. She was having a custody issue with her husband, and she couldn't even afford $5,000 to pay for an attorney. And she was in this group where they had some number one hits, or some hit songs at least. He don't pay you. He sucks the talent out of you, uses it to fill his pockets, and then discards you. Look at what happened to Black Robin. He had a mega hit with Whoa. Whoa was humongous. That song was so huge. Black Rob should have been good for the rest of his life. And he died in a damn home or something. He didn't even have his own place. He had no medical insurance. Nothing. This man don't deserve, like, he's really disgusting. And I get that business is business. I understand that. But at some point, if you're talking about black excellence and black this and black that, you have to take care of your black artists. You should be the model of how a record label or a record company can actually help their artists to become wealthy and independent on their own. Grow something, create a conglomerate, as opposed to stepping on people's necks to get yourself to a billion, but in your wake is nothing but death and destruction. Is that the legacy you want to leave? Everywhere you turn around, and every single Ross artist you had is dead or destroyed, except for the few that made it out by the skin of their teeth. Is that what you want? Yes, Miss DIY. I'm almost there. I'm almost at 3K. Yay! By God's grace. I want to my first short goal is 5K. Um that's my first short goal, and then my first long goal right now is 10K. When I get to 10K, in Jesus' name. Spark said, "Yeah, I was. LOL. I had to go out and come." Yep, I could tell because you put one or something later than everybody else, but it's fine. You're here. Thank you so much for staying. Uh, my beautiful cousin. Oh, speaking of, guys, let me tell you something about my cousin. She is so gorgeous. Like, she is so gorgeous. Like, do y'all get, like, my family is like so pretty, or so like just attractive. Like, Allison is so pretty. Like, oh my god, like, I just look at your picture. I'm like, look at my cousin. Look at my cousin. So pretty. She said they felt like they wouldn't be given another, right. They wouldn't be given another opportunity. He knew they would be compliant. Exactly. Exactly. They were just compliant. And when I'm looking at them, they're looking at him with admiration, like, wow, this black man, he has all this power. Look what he's been able to do, which is awesome, but not the way he did it. Did he? And then watching and seeing how he started in his childhood, you see where the fantasy began, because his mama used to dress him up in fantasy clothes, and he used to watch black exploitation movies as a very young child, and he didn't really know how to process what he was watching. And then he lived in an abnormal world. His father was taken out when he was 3 years old, when Diddy was 3 years old, and his mama was some kind of, she claimed she had all these jobs, but I think she had one job. And because she mentioned when they were at some, I think it was in the documentary, and she was like, "Oh, I worked at this place and I worked at that place, and then I had another job that I didn't tell him about. I used to get tips at some bar or something." She was saying, I was like, tips. I feel you, girl. Do what you got to do to get. Listen, use what you got to get what you want. That's how she lived. That's her business. Not my. That's not my place to judge. But him growing up, seeing things, inappropriate things that he wasn't supposed to see, then he mentioned that he stayed up and stayed out with his mom very late at night. Ain't nothing open late at night but somebody legs. So he's seen some things very early on. So his view on sexuality was different. It was skewed very early on. And then we don't know what else he saw, what else he did, because the mother was also having parties at her house. She was also having parties. She was also making them dance and shit on the stage. So he realized that positive attention from his mom came when he was performing in Jesus' name. Oh, hallelujah. So I mean, so understanding where he came from in his childhood will give you a better understanding on how he became who he became. And then once he entered the industry, he became drunk. Being in that, not literally drunk, I mean drunk with the fame of it all, the access, the all of it, just all of that. He fell in love and he didn't want to leave. So after that incident happened with the stampede, there was like it was like there's no turning back. Like I need to keep moving forward with this. Like I need to stay in this business. So he did what he had to do to stay. And what he had to do, all I'm gonna say is I don't know any mentor relationship where the mentor is allowing his mentee to move into his house before he does. Where they do that at? Huh? Oh. Cuz says his mama, I have a feeling his mom essayed him. Yes, I could be wrong, but I feel those parties were, yes. And that's what I'm saying they were. I think they were too. I think that they were SA parties. But, consensual, but I'm saying SA so that we can understand because the kids were there. There were kids there. And I think for sure that. And also, let me see what else. Yes, he slapped her because she was like, maybe you should go back to school. And he was like, bitch. He said, shut up. And then she denying now that he said he did that. Because that is very on brand for him. Very on brand. Very on brand. It's almost it's sad because there is greatness there because he's been able to do stuff that is like crazy, like right. But at the same time, we can't idle. That's why I have to be telling people like you'll never see me cape for a celebrity. I might like them. I might like their music. I might even be like, oh my god, like I'm so happy to be like when I went to the Brandy and Monica contest. Well, was that a Freudian slip? Concert. I was so happy to be there, and I really, really am happy for Brandy. Just professionally, career wise, like she's worked her entire life since she was before 14, and it's like a culmination, like her on stage and how great she was. She was so like it was a great showcase of her talent. Like she did amazing. Monica, but Brandy did so great. Like it was flawless. Like she was flawless. Her voice was like an angel. Like she did an amazing job. Like if you didn't get to see the concert, hopefully she goes to London, Allison. You should definitely go. It was amazing. Like I, it was amazing. Like she was so good. And so but saying all of that, you won't see me like if somebody said something about Brandy or whatever, you won't I would say I might give my opinion on it, but you'll never see me like in people's comments like, oh my God, how could you say that about her? She is not that because I don't know her. I don't even know what Brandy smell like. I ain't never even been in the same. I mean, we was technically in the same room, but we wasn't in the same room, if you know what I mean. But Mm-mm. I would never like because we don't know these. We don't know them. We know of them. We know what they present. We know what what they you know what I mean? Right. We don't know exactly. We don't know them. So I will never be you will never catch me like caping for a celebrity and going crazy saying, because her man said da 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 because I don't know them. I don't know these people. I have no idea. We don't even know if the relationship that they're so called in is even real. They might go home and sleep with the lizard. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? We don't know what people be up to because I knew that Diddy was off from the 90s. I knew he was off. I knew that he was into like things and there's been rumors about his sexuality, all of that. But nothing could prepare me for what they said in court when they were talking about the male secretions and how he rubs it on his upper area. And then in the documentary, they were saying that he was making Cassie drink it and all of that. Like, I would never, that wouldn't be the thing that I thought of when I thought of Diddy, right? I would just think, okay, he'd be making people do things because they want a record deal. That's how as far as I thought it went. So that's what I'm saying. Like we don't even if we think we know, we have no idea. If you don't know, now you know, baby, baby. What did he say? What Biggie said? Child. So we don't know. And I will never, you will never see me. Like when they start talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'm like, we don't know them. We don't know their relationship. You cannot say they have this healthy, wonderful, happy relationship. We don't know what they got going on. All right, cuz. Thank you so much. I'm about to go too. I'm about to go too. I'm gonna finish out my day and then go home and wrap up. I wish I could just go to sleep, child, but I got class tonight at 7. So good job, cuz. Love you too, baby. So good to see you, even though you were just in the chat, but good to see you in the chat. And everybody else that still stayed around while I ramble and rumble. Thank you guys for being here. If you're watching this on the replay and you watch this long, you are a real one. Make sure you share this. If you watch this whole thing, make sure you share it too. I thank you guys so much, and I will catch you at 7 o'clock tonight. If you want to work out with me, make sure you go to my live section, go to the video that's scheduled for tonight, and hit notify me so that you can be in the building on time. All right. And I'll catch you later, y'all.